Beloved one, today I, Archangel Michael, come to you with a message of hope, victory, and divine blessing, for this is not an ordinary day but what has been appointed as a surprising day of divine blessing. The heavens declare that you stand at the threshold of breakthrough, a moment when your perseverance, your faith, your prayers, and even your tears will be answered in fullness. You may have endured seasons of waiting, trials of faith, moments of doubt, and storms of uncertainty, but know that the endurance you have shown has prepared you for this time. Today is a day of divine timing and urgency, and this timing is not to be taken lightly, for heaven's orchestration is precise and purposeful. Every miracle requires alignment with heaven's timetable, and when God sets the moment, no delay can stand against it. Today is a uniquely appointed day for your life's breakthrough, and the miracle depends on your immediate response. Heaven is calling you to walk in faith, to seize this moment, and to believe that your blessing is unfolding now. Do not allow hesitation to rob you of your opportunity, for blessings often arrive within narrow and fragile windows of opportunity that must be seized with courage. The miracle you seek will not wait indefinitely, for hesitation and fear can close the door to the very answer you have been praying for. Therefore, rise today with boldness, step forward without fear, and claim what heaven has prepared for you. I am Michael, the Archangel, and I stand as a protector and guardian for those who walk in faith. Today, I urge you to open your heart fully to receive what is being released into your life, for heaven is calling forth angels to surround you, shield you, and fight on your behalf against the battles that seek to steal your joy. The enemy desires to distract you, to make you doubt, to make you feel that your prayers are in vain, but hear me clearly. Those distractions are powerless against the word of the Lord. Stay focused, resist the lies, and believe that every chain is breaking even now. The doors that were once locked are unlocking before you. Where rejection once stood, acceptance is coming. Where loss once lingered, restoration is arriving. This is the day when chains of lack and limitation are shattered, when cycles of loss and sorrow are broken, and when abundance and freedom are released into your life. You are not destined to live in defeat, for you were created for victory, and heaven declares your new season of blessing has begun. Beloved one, the message today is one of faith and obedience, for the power to unlock this miracle rests in your willingness to step forward in trust. Your faith must rise to meet the urgency of this hour, for hesitation will not bring forth the miracle, but faith will. Obedience is the key that aligns you with heaven's decree, and as you step into obedience, doors that no man can shut will be open to you. Remember, God's personal love and care for you is unshakable, and His message to you now is one of tender love, compassion, and abundance. Your name is written in heaven, chosen and sealed for this very moment, and His divine love is pouring out upon you to remind you that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, and not overlooked. The heavens rejoice over you, and angels are moving on your behalf to usher in your breakthrough. This is also a time when divine reversal and restoration are being poured out. Every setback, every delay, every loss you endured has not been in vain, for heaven is declaring a reversal. What was stolen is being returned, what was broken is being mended, and what was delayed is being accelerated. Financial freedom and abundance are also part of this divine blessing, for God's plan is never for His children to live in perpetual lack but to prosper and walk in sufficiency. The struggle you have known in finances will no longer define your destiny, for heaven's provision is ready to locate you. Resources are being released, doors of opportunity are being opened, and unexpected blessings are being assigned to your path. Furthermore, this is a legal and spiritual decree, meaning heaven has already declared your victory and stamped it with authority. What has been legally signed in the spiritual realm cannot be overturned by earthly opposition. Heaven's courtroom has declared your blessing, and your faith is the signature that activates this decree. Therefore, do not doubt what has already been signed and sealed on your behalf. The invitation is extended to you today to receive and believe, for the key to unlock your blessing is already in your hand. It is your faith, your obedience, and your willingness to seize the moment that opens the flow of miracles. The moment is sacred, and the heavens are releasing information, direction, and confirmation into your life so that you may walk boldly into your destiny. This surprising day of divine blessing calls for your full attention, for heaven demands your readiness to embrace what is being released. Every delay has been leading you to this moment. Every trial has been preparation for this release. Every tear has been a seed that now bears fruit. Today, heaven urges you to overcome fear and doubt, for these two are the greatest hindrances to receiving your blessing. Fear whispers lies, doubt clouds your vision, but faith silences fear and opens your eyes to truth. You must hold fast to your faith, stand in truth, and not let hesitation rob you of what belongs to you. This is not a time to shrink back, but a time to step forward with courage. Heaven is urging you to remain steadfast, unshakable, and ready to receive. Beloved, God loves you too much to let you miss this moment. The heavens affirm again that doors are opening, chains are breaking, and blessings are flowing. You must stay open, stay ready, and remain in faith. Your surprising day is here, your miracle is unfolding, and your blessing is unstoppable. Heaven declares it, angels enforce it, and your faith will manifest it. Therefore, rise today in courage, lift your voice in thanksgiving, and walk forward knowing that this surprising day of divine blessing has been appointed just for you. Beloved soul, as the message of this surprising day of divine blessing continues to unfold, understand that heaven is aligning circumstances in your favor, even in places you cannot yet see. The Lord has sent forth His word, and that word never returns void. It accomplishes exactly what it has been purposed to do. Each divine word released into your life today is like a key, unlocking doors of destiny, provision, and breakthrough. As you receive these words and hold them in faith, they penetrate deep into your spirit, transforming your outlook, renewing your strength, and igniting your hope. You are entering into the continuous flow of divine words that are like streams of living water, refreshing your weary heart and reviving the dreams you thought were lost. Heaven is not silent over you. Heaven is speaking, declaring, and confirming that your breakthrough is here. When you align your ears to hear and your heart to believe, you become a vessel ready to receive all that has been ordained for you. Angels are moving to clear the path, unseen hands are orchestrating events, and your name is being announced in the spiritual realm, declared before heaven's throne as one who is chosen, loved, and destined for blessing. The breaking of chains is a mighty work taking place even now. The chains that held you in cycles of disappointment, the chains of generational burdens, the chains of fear, and the chains of lack are shattering under the authority of heaven. Doors that were long shut are being flung wide open, and opportunities you thought were lost are being restored to you. No longer will your path be blocked, for divine access is being granted. You will walk into new seasons of favor, and what seemed impossible will suddenly be possible because heaven has decreed it. Do not look at what you lost yesterday, for heaven is replacing it with greater today. The end of cycles of lack and loss means that where emptiness once existed, fullness will now overflow, and where sorrow once dominated, joy will now reign. Your life is being repositioned from defeat to victory, from scarcity to abundance, from despair to hope. Yet know this, beloved, every great blessing comes with a battle, and the enemy seeks to use distraction as his final weapon. He cannot stop the blessing that is already decreed, but he will attempt to blind your eyes, confuse your heart, and weaken your resolve so that you miss the timing of your breakthrough. Be vigilant in this moment, for distraction may come through doubt, through worldly noise, through confusion, or through fear. But your defense is steadfast faith and unshakable focus. Stay rooted in the word spoken over you, resist the lies whispered against you, and do not be moved by appearances. Behind the veil of what you see, heaven's army is fighting for you, and I, Michael the Archangel, stand as your protector, cutting through opposition with the sword of divine truth. Stay strong, beloved, for your perseverance is the shield that secures your portion. God's personal love and care for you are the foundation of all that is being revealed today. The message is not about mere blessings, but about His heart toward you. He sees you, He knows you, and He has called you by name. Your name is inscribed in heaven, and you are chosen for this very moment. His love has carried you through valleys, His care has sustained you in times of weakness, and now His abundance is being poured out to show you that you are never forgotten. You are not an afterthought. You are His beloved child, worthy of His attention and destined for His favor. The blessing is not just material, though provision is included. It is a blessing of peace, of restoration, of identity, and of purpose. Heaven's blessing covers every part of your being, spirit, soul, and body, and ensures that you walk not in fear but in fullness. Financial freedom and abundance are flowing from this divine release, for heaven's plan for you is not one of constant struggle and insufficiency. The chains of poverty are breaking, the cycle of financial lack is ending, and resources are being released from unexpected places. Divine connections are aligning, opportunities for provision are opening, and wisdom to steward your blessings is being given. The wealth of heaven's storehouse is not beyond your reach, for as a child of God you are a rightful heir to His abundance. Trust that what is being released is not temporary but a shift into a new season of provision where you will no longer struggle as before. This abundance is not only for your needs but also to empower you to bless others, to become a vessel of generosity, and to be a living testimony of God's provision. The legal and spiritual decree over your life is already sealed in heaven's courts. The gavel has fallen, the verdict has been declared, and it is in your favor. The enemy's accusations hold no power, for the blood of Christ has silenced every charge. Heaven's decree stands firm, declaring victory, restoration, and blessing as your rightful inheritance. Your faith is the key that activates this decree, so rise today and declare boldly that you receive it. What has been signed in heaven cannot be overturned on earth, for the authority of the King of Kings is final. Do not doubt what has been established, for the decree has already been stamped with heaven's seal. The invitation now is to receive and believe. The miracle is not distant, nor is it delayed. It is ready, waiting for your hand to take hold of it. The key lies in your faith, in your willingness to accept what heaven has already prepared. Release doubt, release fear, and step into the joy of receiving. Heaven delights in your readiness to embrace the blessing, for this is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. Beloved one, now that you have been prepared to recognize the weight of this encounter and the atmosphere of readiness that your home will resound as a witness to others into the reality of what it means to live in constant alignment with God's divine plan. The arrival of this woman is not only a singular event, but also a symbol of how God frequently interacts with His children, for your surprising day of divine blessing is fully here, vessels of His instruction, what heaven has decreed over your life, or direction. Beloved, as you the river of this divine message continues to flow, I remind you again that this is not a coincidence, but with the privilege of receiving a message from heaven also comes the duty of stewarding it to step into the fullness of your destiny. Think of the many who prayed for breakthrough, the heavens have waited for this day because it did not appear in the form they expected, and angels have been dispatched on the humility of your response is what positions you for elevation. Do not take lightly the urgency of displays of strength, for it requires not only wisdom from you but also swift action of faith, a heart because the windows of opportunity that heaven provides are often narrow enough to trust Him beyond the limits of sight. Immediately without hesitation. When you reflect on the story of the fragile window of opportunity before you today, you will see that many blessings came hidden in unexpected may whisper to delay. Angels appearing as travelers, voices, and steps disguised as common men. The miracle requires your cooperation, as a for heaven provides child. The blessing, but this your woman's arrival is crafted in the same divine to delay pattern. Is to risk missing what is meant for you, the hearts of but His children by wrapping is to extraordinary truth in ordinary appearances. Know that the endurance you have demonstrated if you seek to be a vessel that carries the fullness of for this every test, you must train your spirit every to discern beyond what your natural senses for this hour. The ability to discern is not gained by intellect alone, but by the cultivating held onto when others gave up, the Holy Spirit you shed in secret when no one else understood. Convicts in each of these moments has been gathered before the throne of God as human understanding. And now those seeds are breaking forth into harvest. For discernment is not the absence of questions, but your presence of trust has positioned you for the release in His perfect timing. Do not let the weariness of waiting cause you to falter now, carefully on what God may be asking of you. And remember that divine instruction often requires immediate obedience, endurance, consider that God may and the heavens proclaim that your time has come through this woman. The breaking of that requires and the nurturing of doors continues even as you hear these words. If you neglect the barriers it may remain your family line, but if you water it with trust and obedience, and where there was once it will grow into a harvest of blessings. There is now not only for yourself but for all those connected chains that once you bound your mind guard against fear, the temptation to overanalyze or rationalize and bound your life in stagnation are shattered by the power higher than your ways. Do not dwell on what was lost, the boundaries for of heaven your restores with greater measure. He may ask of you something. Every door that the enemy shut to block your advancement is now being opened by divine decree. He may challenge you with something that appears difficult. You will not look back. Its fruit will bring you are being ushered into new dimensions of favor and divine God requires of you is and meant the heavens to harm you, but that no force of darkness can close and what God has you with His eternal purpose. Heaven's active role after in your the life woman departs, is not passive, your journey of reflection present. And response angels are moving even before you act. Let the busyness ensuring of life that obstacles the echoes of the message you receive are cleared, for the enemy often surrounds you to distract you. This is not a distant blessing, but an intimately personal one. Is stolen for God is deeply involved in every detail of your breakthrough. Write down impressions that come to you in the courts of encounter in prayer, you are remembered for clarity where needed as one who is chosen and beloved. You show heaven that you value what you have received and that you are divine timing steward angelic of revelation. Protection, This is
heavenly
how you begin
decrees,
to move
and your
from being a
faith in
passive
perfect
recipient
alignment.
of divine
You are
messages
not
to
alone
becoming
in
an
this
active
journey,
participant
for all
in
of
God's
heaven stands
unfolding
behind
plan.
you to ensure
As
the
you step
manifestation
forward,
of
you
what is
must also
promised.
embrace the
Beloved,
urgency of
recognize
spiritual
also
readiness
that the
not
power
only
of
for
faith
this
and
encounter
obedience
but for the
is
seasons
not
beyond
optional
it.
but
This
central to
urgency
receiving
is
this
not
blessing.
meant to create
Faith
anxiety but
aligns
to
you with
cultivate
heaven's
a posture
promise,
of
and
continual
obedience
preparedness,
unlocks the
so
doors
that whenever
faith
God
reveals.
moves, you are
It is not
positioned
enough
to
to only
respond.
believe.
Spiritual
You must
readiness
act,
requires
move,
vigilance
and respond
over your
with
thoughts.
courage. Discipline
Heaven's
in your
decree
prayers
waits for
and
your
sensitivity
agreement,
to the
for the will of
Spirit's
God
leading
is
in
released
everyday
when His
moments.
children say yes.
It means refusing
Your
to live
faith must
casually
match
with
the
your
urgency
faith, but
of
instead
heaven.
treating
For
every
heaven does
day
not
as an
wait for
opportunity to
hesitation.
partner with heaven
When the
in
Spirit
manifesting
prompts,
God's will on
respond
earth.
swiftly.
You are not
When
called
God
to be a
directs,
spectator
obey
in this
fully.
divine drama.
When the
You
word
are
is
called
spoken,
to be an active
believe
participant,
completely.
walking hand
Your
in hand with the
obedience
Spirit,
is the key that
trusting Him to
transforms
lead you in
divine
both
potential
small
into
and great
manifested
decisions.
reality.
This readiness will also equip you to withstand the battle of distraction,
for divine
for
encounters
this is the
often
enemy's
precedes
last and
seasons of
most
testing,
cunning strategy.
and your ability
He
to
knows
remain
he cannot
steadfast
stop
will
what has
determine
already
how
been
deeply
decreed,
the blessing
so he
takes
seeks
root.
to shift your
Know
focus,
that God
to
never leaves
divert
His
your
children
attention,
unprepared,
and to weaken
and
your
even
faith.
in the moments
He
that
may
feel
use
overwhelming,
discouragement, his
confusion,
Spirit is present
or
to
delay
empower
tactics,
and strengthen
but you must not allow
The
yourself
urgency
to
of
be
the
moved.
hour is a reminder that
Distraction
your
is
destiny
powerless
is
when
not
you
something
stay
to be
anchored in
delayed
faith,
indefinitely,
and your
but
steadfast
something to be
focus will
walked out
guarantee
now
the
with
securing of your
diligence,
portion.
obedience,
Lift
and
your
faith.
eyes above the noise.
Therefore,
Ignore the
beloved one,
false appearances.
allow your home to be
and
a
stand
sanctuary
firm in the
of
certainty
readiness.
that heaven
Your
has
heart to be a
already
temple of
declared your
trust,
victory.
and your life to be
Michael,
a vessel of
stand with you
obedience.
in this battle.
When you live in this
Wielding the
posture,
sword of
you will
divine
find
truth
that divine
to cut through
encounters
every
no
attempt of
longer
the enemy
surprise
to
you, but
deceive
become
or
part
distract.
of the rhythm of your
Beloved
walk with
one,
God. The Father's
Heaven
personal
desires
love
that you
and
see
care for
beyond
you
the
are
single
deeper than you
event
can
of this
imagine.
woman's arrival,
And this blessing is
understand the
not
greater
merely
call
about
to live as
circumstances,
one
but
who is
about
always
reaffirming
ready
His
for the
covenant
voice of
of
God,
love with you.
whether it comes
He
through a
longs to
messenger,
remind
a
you that you are
circumstance,
precious
or a whisper
chosen,
in prayer.
and never
In
forgotten.
this way,
Your
you may
life
have
becomes
felt
a
invisible,
continuous testimony
abandoned,
of trust
or
and
overlooked,
surrender,
but heaven's
and your home
decree
becomes a
shatters
beacon
those
of light
lies.
where heaven
You
and
are
earth
inscribed
intersect.
in His hands,
Beloved,
and His
I tell
love
you with
surrounds
all
you.
assurance that as
His
you embrace
blessing
this
is His
call,
love in
you will
action,
not only
meeting your
experience
needs,
the blessing
healing
of this
your wounds,
encounter, but also
restoring
the
your
ongoing joy
and
of
guiding your
walking
steps.
daily in alignment
To
with
receive
God's
this
perfect
blessing
will.
is to receive His love in tangible form, and it is a reminder that you are His beloved child. Therefore, beloved, as this surprising day of divine blessing continues to unfold, open your heart wide, release the fear that has held you back, and embrace the abundance being poured out. Let gratitude fill your spirit, let joy rise within you, and let faith anchor you in the certainty that nothing can stop what heaven has decreed. This day is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. This blessing is not temporary, it is eternal. This breakthrough is not fragile, it is secured by the power of heaven itself. Walk boldly, believe fully, and rejoice greatly, for this is the surprising day of divine blessing that has been written with your name upon it, and heaven will not let you miss it. Beloved one, as we arrive at the closing part of this divine message, I want you to understand that heaven never speaks in vain. The words you are hearing today are not mere encouragements, they are decrees, living words of power that carry the authority of God Himself. You are standing in a moment of convergence, where divine timing, angelic protection, heavenly decree, and your faith come together in perfect alignment. This is the surprising day of divine blessing, and its reality must be embraced with all of your heart. Do not merely listen, respond. Do not simply hope, believe. Do not wait for another day, act now, for the time is now. The invitation extended to you today is to stay open and receptive, to not allow discouragement, fear, or hesitation to close your heart. God's love is too deep, His plan is too precise, and His blessing is too important to let slip away. Heaven urges you to rise with courage and stand firm, for you are chosen for this moment, and your life will never be the same again after this divine release. Consider again the fragile window of opportunity that stands before you. Blessings are not always permanent doors, but often they appear as moments that require immediate response. When you act in faith within the moment, you secure your portion, but when you delay, you risk missing what heaven intended. This is why urgency is pressed upon your spirit today. Heaven has aligned the circumstances, dispatched the angels, and released the decree, but you must take hold of it with faith. The greatest weapon the enemy has left against you is distraction, the temptation to postpone, to doubt, to wait. But delay is costly, and hesitation is dangerous. This is your time to say yes, to step forward, to claim what is yours. The Lord has prepared the table. All you must do is take your seat. As your chains are breaking, as doors are unlocking, as cycles of lack are ending, rejoice in the knowledge that you are stepping into a new season. What once seemed like endless struggle is now shifting into abundance. The hardships you endured were not meaningless. They were refining you, preparing you, building endurance in you. And now the endurance is rewarded. The heavens are not only opening blessings over your life, but also establishing restoration. Where you lost, you will gain more. Where you were delayed, you will be accelerated. Where you were broken, you will be healed. Heaven's decree is not partial, it is complete. Every area of your life, spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial, is being touched by this surprising blessing. Financial freedom is being emphasized once again, beloved, because the struggle over resources has been a heavy burden for many. God does not intend for His children to live perpetually in lack. The provision being released into your life will not only meet your needs but will place you in position to bless others. Abundance is not selfish. It is purposeful. Heaven equips you so that you may be a channel of provision to others, a testimony of God's faithfulness, and a vessel through which His kingdom work can flourish. Trust that the resources assigned to you will arrive in unexpected ways. Doors will open suddenly, opportunities will emerge quickly, and blessings will flow freely. Your task is to remain faithful, to steward wisely, and to remember always that every good gift comes from above. Beloved, as Archangel Michael, my message to you is also a message of protection. This blessing does not come without resistance, but know that heaven's armies surround you. The Lord Himself has sent forth His angelic hosts to ensure your victory. Every battle you have faced, every attack the enemy launched against you, is now turning for your good. You are shielded, guarded, and defended. The distractions and fears the enemy tries to send your way cannot prevail when you are clothed in faith. Remember, distraction is his last tactic, but your focus on God secures your triumph. I am stationed at your side, ensuring that your path is cleared, that your spirit remains strong, and that your victory is sealed. As this message draws to its conclusion, hear this final encouragement. God loves you too much to let you miss this moment. Stay open. Stay ready. Stay expectant. Do not close your heart. Do not retreat in doubt. Do not waver in fear. This is the moment when heaven's decree is meeting your faith, and together they birth the miracle you have been waiting for. You are standing in your surprising day of divine blessing, and this day is sealed in eternity as a turning point in your life. Heaven rejoices over you, the angels celebrate your faith, and God Himself delights in pouring out His love upon you. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new season, a new chapter, a new journey marked not by struggle but by victory. Lift your head, lift your heart, and walk boldly into the fullness of what heaven has declared over you. And now, beloved, as you carry this message within your heart, I invite you to continue walking this journey with me. These words are not meant for one moment only, but as an ongoing source of strength, guidance, and inspiration for your soul. If this message has spoken to you, if you desire to keep receiving encouragements of faith, victory, and divine blessing, then I encourage you to stay connected with Archangel Inspire. By subscribing to this channel, you are not just clicking a button, you are choosing to remain in a stream of ongoing encouragement, divine insight, and heavenly reminders that strengthen your walk of faith. Let this be your spiritual home for guidance and inspiration, a place where every message carries the light of heaven into your life. So take this step, subscribe to Archangel Inspire, and join a family of hearts awakened to divine blessing. The journey is not ending here, it is only beginning, and together we will continue to rise higher, walk stronger, and live fully in the blessings heaven has prepared.